So, loading 3D generative AI models within Fusion. We have the following case study. This is within Tripo. We see the vertex count. So this is a low poly mesh, as we can see over here. For the same model, I also have an HD one, which will look as following. We're going to see that this will have a lot more details. And in this case, the face count is 1.9 million, close to that. Now, let's jump within Fusion. In order to load that, if I'm going to go within Insert Mesh, I can select the OBJ file, and I already have it over here. And we're going to see initially we can also flip the direction. We can import this either in millimeters or meters, depending on your use system. You can import this within inches. I'm just going to hit OK within millimeters. And you're going to see that the first thing that happens is the model is loaded like this. Now, due to the fact that this is an OBJ, this also inherited a material. And if you're going to go over here within the visual style, for example, within wireframe, we can see that this is rotated 90 degrees, as we can see, but we can't actually see the geometry. In order to better visualize this, we just need to override the appearance. So I'm going to press A on the keyboard. This will open the appearance tab. And over here, I can select, for example, aluminum, anodized over here. Initially, I'm going to download this because I don't have it downloaded. And now I can drag and drop it on the model. And we're going to see that as soon as I do that, the geometry will be rendered like this. Now, I can minimize the appearance or I can close it over here. So this will minimize it over here. This will just dock it over here to the sides. And now within the mesh, we have various tools to work with this. So in this case, this is quite low poly. And as you can see, the model will look as following. We're going to see that the mesh does not have positive volume. So we need to work over here and repair over here the mesh a little bit if we want to do a closed surface. But this is the main thing that will be generated within the near future. Is currently Tripo over here generates only triangle-based meshes over here. So as you can see over here, we have the quads. This will be a future update. And as soon as we're going to have that, we're going to work a lot better with meshes, especially because we can take those and import them differently and add them within the freeform environment. And over there, we're going to have a lot more flexibility and we can work with those a little bit better. Now we see over here that this mesh has the following problems. So we have non-manifold and also we have some intersections over here. So I can go ahead and I can quickly stitch those over here. And now we're going to see that the geometry no longer has any problem. I can go ahead and I can convert this over here. So I'm going to go with the facets in this case. We can go for parametric or we can go with base feature. I also have additional videos regarding this. And we're going to see that with facets, this will be converted as following. So keep in mind that over here, this will be, we're going to see those triangles a little bit better. So that facets has outputted these details as following. If I would 3D print this, I would have the exact geometry as we see it over here. Because within other tools, we have shading, so we can shade either smooth or flat. For example, over here, directly on the viewport, you see the model looks like this. So this is the mesh, and this is how we also converted it over there within Fusion. But for example, if I'm going to zoom in over here on the eye, I can go over here and I can change the viewing, in this case, the shading. So this will be viewed as smooth. As you can see, just by using this rendering, we can have this model previewed differently. But the geometry that will still be behind it, it will be the following. So when we are working with CAD, we need to take that into account. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're going to find a similar video regarding generative AI over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.